Good morning and welcome to Gray Man Walking. I just filled up my water bottles at this spring. This is day 125. It is 6:05 in the morning, 66 degrees. I'm leaving a little early today, see if I can break this short shelter situation. Let's see what happens. There's a restaurant nearby, going I think about 3 miles. Get some breakfast, maybe something for lunch later, maybe a few more snacks, and see what we can do. So it is time to walk. So I stayed at Belter's campsites last night. There was only 2 of us there to start with, and then as the evening wore on, it filled up pretty good. I slept good, got plenty of rest. The privy there is just an open seat at the end of the trail. You walk down the trail, you make a hard left, and there it is. So fortunately I didn't have any problem with it, but interesting nonetheless. The last 2 nights at camp, I've heard a bird that sounds more like a video game than an animal. I first thought that's what it was. Somebody's out here playing a video game. I don't know what that is. People with the app can tell. It was very interesting. The Merlin app. It's a nice little walk. There's enough pine trees in here. It's got some pine needles on the trail, makes it a little softer. It's nice and cool. Now we're walking up the other side of the Housatonic. This is a wheelchair accessible trail, so that ought to make it pretty good for these old tired feet. Yeah, that's a nice round number. 1,500 miles. Less than 700 to go. Stopped in Great Falls Village this morning. I wanted to get some breakfast and some snacks, and the restaurant opened late, and there wasn't anywhere in town to buy any snacks. No soft drinks, cakes, candy, ice cream, no little general store. So I tried calling a ride share, take me to another town to get some food and some snacks, and waited and waited. They couldn't come up with a driver, so finally canceled that. By the end the restaurant had opened, I went and got a breakfast burrito, charged my phone a little bit, made a reservation for tomorrow night in Great Barrington. But I still have no snacks, so I'm going up here to the next town. So I wasted some time there, probably a couple hours. So that's the way it goes. I went through a real pretty. There's still some hemlock alive here. Most of it's died out due to invasive species. But very pretty through here. Nice breeze blowing through. This has really been a pretty hike today, especially after Falls Village. Pretty pines, dark woods, pretty good trail. It's been pleasant, easy on the eyes. Well, another AT day is done. Did 15.5 miles today into the Brassy shelter. I got a good start this morning. I made a mistake of going into Falls Village. The only option there was a restaurant. There wasn't anywhere to buy any snacks, drinks, ice cream. There wasn't a gas station for another 2 miles. No convenience stores. I tried getting a ride share to another place to eat and resupply, and they couldn't find a driver. I did go ahead and get a breakfast burrito at the restaurant, but finally canceled the ride and just walked on to Salisbury, which is what I should have done in the first place. There they had a grocery store with a deli. I got a meatball sandwich. It was really good. And some ice cream, some drinks. Did a little bit of a resupply. Just to get me through tomorrow. I've got a room rented or reserved in Great Barrington, so I'll go in, do all my chores, get a shower, clothes washed, upload my videos. Hit 1,500 miles today. Another milestone. Pretty good trail day. It was still about 3,500 feet of climb, but trails were a little kinder to us today. There's only 2 of us here in the shelter right now. When I got to Salisbury, it's funny, been walking around this couple that just started from Oregon, their service in Blackberry, but they were actually in Falls Village this morning. They'd camped at Toy Makers, and I had walked up the street looking to see if there was a general store, convenience store, anything like that. On the way back, I saw they'd got out of their tent, and so I walked up and asked if they had found a store, and they said no. And then I went down and sat on a bench waiting for the restaurant to open. They came down, sat. They had arranged a stay with a lady in another town. Well, turns out that town was in Salisbury. And when I was going into the grocery store to resupply, they were there too, looking a bit fresher. And then was in the store, and then here comes Stingray and Blue's Clues. And then when I was leaving Salisbury, I saw Soap and Gadget. Talked to them for a few minutes. And when I got up here, the shelter rifle was here, so saw a lot of people out there today. That's funny how that works. And I got the yawn spat. It's time for sleep. And Gray Man said enough for this day. And tomorrow I hope to get up early and get to Great Barrington as soon as I can. Alrighty. That's it for tonight. Pretty sure there'll be some walking involved tomorrow. We'll see you then. Good night.